A threatening video message from Islamic State leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi says the Easter bombings in Sri Lanka were IS's response to losses in its last territorial stronghold of Baghouz in Syria. Baghdadi said the group will seek revenge for jailed and killed members, calling for militants operating in West Africa to multiply attacks against what he said Crusader France and its allies. Good morning, I am Prara Madhal. Let's begin with the main stories. President Bidyadevi Bhandari holds a one-on-one meeting with her Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping. A number of agreements, including transit protocol signed, Xi invited for a Nepal visit. In a bizarre revelation, the Kathmandu Metropolitan Office found to put 1 billion rupees of budget amount into the bank's fixed deposit to make money on interest. Islamic State publishes a threatening video message purporting to come from its leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, claims Easter bombings in Sri Lanka revenge ads of seeking revenge for jailed and killed members. And Sunrisers Hyderabad crushed Kings 11 Punjab by 45 runs at the Indian Premier League, keep hopes of playoffs alive. Nepal and China have signed the Transport and Transit Protocol. The protocol was signed in Beijing yesterday by Nepalese Foreign Minister Pradeep Gyawali and Chinese Transport Minister Li Xiaopeng at the presence of President Bidyadevi Bhandari and her Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping. The signing of the protocol has opened doors for the implementation of the Transport and Transit Agreement reached between Nepal and China 3 years ago. An agreement was also signed regarding the repairs and reinforcement of the projects that were carried out with Chinese assistance. Likewise, an agreement on economic and technical assistance between the two countries was also signed. Minister Counselor at the Nepalese Embassy in Beijing, Harish Chandra Khimire, informed that 7 agreements were signed, including cooperation and friendly administrative assistance between the Chinese Customs Administration and Nepal's Department of Customs, standard certification and conservation of archaeological and cultural heritage. President Bhandari and Chinese President Xi held talks at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing yesterday evening. During the meeting, President Bhandari extended an invitation to Chinese President Xi to visit Nepal. President Bhandari also held talks with Secretary of the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection of the Chinese Communist Party, Zhao Leji, yesterday. President Bhandari will return home on the 2nd of May, completing her 9-day state visit to China. The 4th session of the federal parliament has begun from yesterday. The government will table its policies and programs and budget through this session of the parliament. Main opposition Nepali Congress President Sherbahadur Dewa came down heavily on the government's one-year term at the office. Dewa criticized the government for its indifference towards the controversy-ridden Lalita Niwas land at Balotar, which has also involved the ruling party's General Secretary Vishnu Paudel. Likewise, Dewa flagged the government for the inability to manage resources for the storm-affected families of Bara and Parsa, for the failure to maintain peace and security and conclude the controversial issues of the Citizenship Act, among others. Meanwhile, Deputy Leader of Nepal Communist Parliamentary Party, Srubas Nembang, expressed commitment, citing that no one involved in corruption and illegal transfer of government land would be spared. Nembang, who also brushed aside calls for a movement for rights, rather said that the state would fail if the achievements were not institutionalized. Joint chairman of ruling Sanghiya Samajwadi Forum, Rajendra Shrestha, warned the government of withdrawing support if it fails to amend concerned issues in the constitution as previously agreed. Likewise, coordinator of Naya Shakti Party, Bauram Vatrai, demanded a detailed investigation on the illegal transfer of the Lalita Niwas land, saying that he was ready to face actions if proven guilty. Member of the board of Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal, Anil Jha, accused the government of turning a blind eye to the probe into the Madhes movement along with the amendment of the constitution. The taxes and revenues collected from the government should be well utilized for development works by the local government. However, in a bizarre revelation, the Kathmandu Metropolitan Office has been found of parking the tax collected from the public in a fixed deposit account. There is also an existing provision to keep the tax amount in the government fund, provided that the local authority is unable to use the budget on development works. However, Kathmandu Metropolitan Office has put around 1 billion rupees at Nabil Bank's fixed deposit account at a return interest rate of 9.5%. Mayor of Kathmandu Metropolitan City, Bidya Sundar Shakya, didn't deem it necessary to discuss the issue at the Kathmandu Metropolitan City Board, while Deputy Mayor Hariprabha Khadki expressed her ignorance about the entire episode. It may be recalled that immediately after his election to the coveted post of Kathmandu's mayor, Shakya had pledged to fulfill his highly publicized 101 plans. However, 2 years since the election, the Kathmandu citizens are yet to see the fulfillment of a single plan announced by the mayor. The problems of drinking water, pollution, sewage, among others, have remained intact. Instead of using the tax money on development works, the Kathmandu metropolitan city now seems more interested in making money through interest collection as done by private individuals. Experts claim that putting the budget amount in banks is simply illegal. Mayor Shakya has time and again dragged himself into controversy with cases such as the buying of a vehicle costing 27.5 million rupees, use of concrete structures in the reconstruction at Rani Pokhari, encroachment of Khula Manch, and now the latest episode of abuse of tax money has further dented his already dismal reputation. It would not surprise many to know that people of all age groups are being diagnosed of kidney and heart-related ailments and cancer these days. Based on a government study, the number of non-communicable diseases have increased in recent years. Based on a nationwide survey carried out by the National Health Research Council, 11.7% of Nepal's population is suffering from asthma. Likewise, 8.6% is suffering from diabetes, 6% kidney-related ailments, and 2.9% from heart diseases. The data is a result of the information collected from various blood, urine, chest, and coronary tests carried out during the survey period. The National Health Research Council had conducted the survey in 13,200 individuals aged 20 years and above. The council has stated that within 5 months, 702 cases of cancer were registered in the Kathmandu Valley alone. The council has stated unhealthy eating lifestyle, adverse environment, lack of exercise, among others, are the reason for increase in non-communicable diseases. Considering the increasing number of cases of kidney, cancer and heart-related ailments, the government has been supporting the public with 100,000 rupees per patient for treatment. However, the government is yet to shift their focus towards prevention works. The rising number of these fatal diseases is alarming, which requires for every individual to take care of their lifestyle themselves, along with the need on behalf of the government to prioritize preventive measures. Farmers in eastern districts of Nepal, especially Ilam, have been busy in collecting and processing tea leaves as of recent. However, due to various complications encountered in tea business, a majority of the farmers, industrialists and workers are not satisfied with the tea industry. In this context, we had asked the stakeholders of the Ilam tea industries what should be done to deal with the problems seen in tea farming. Let's now take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
हामीलाई रोजगारहरु अलि कम्ती नै छ अहिले चाहिँ भरिसके अलि बढाइदिएदेखि हुन्थ्यो
अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरमा हाम्रो चिया जाँदाखेरि जुन हामीलाई समस्या छ ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन छ त्यसमा तपाईको चाहिँ अब चिया गइसकेपछि उहाँका प्रतिनिधिहरुसँग चाहिँ एउटा यस्तो खालको व्यवहार आर्थिक लेनदेनको कुराहरुमा ग्यारेन्टी गर्दिने कुराहरुमा यसमा सरकारले विशेष भूमिका खेल्दियो भने मलाई लाग्छ यो समस्याहरु समाधान हुन्छ
वर्षभरि हामी यसैमा लाग्नुपर्ने हुन्छ तर हामीलाई अब भने जस्तो मूल्य हामीले प्राप्त गर्न सकेको छैनौं हाम्रो यसबाट जीवन निर्वाह हुन सकेको छैन हामीलाई अब सरकारले चाहिँ हामीले बिहानदेखि बेलुकासम्म खर्ता फेरि अब उचित मूल्यहरु दिनु पर्यो
कृषक हौ हामी हैन चियामै अब निर्वाह छ हामीलाई सरकारले अलिकति लोन सस्तो गरिदिए हुन्थ्यो
अब कति दुःख 265 पैसा के हो र केही आउँदैन 265 मा गरिरहेछ कति दुःख छ मान्छेलाई कति छ अब यही चियाको बुटा समायो जानेदेखि म त यही चियाको बुटा समाएको
अक्सन केन्द्रहरु हैन बिक्री वितरण गर्ने केन्द्रहरुको स्थापना गर्दाखेरि अहिलेको समस्याहरुलाई केही हदसम्म चाहिँ समाधान गर्न सजिलो हुन्छ किनकि यहाँका कृषकहरुले उत्पादन गरेको चियाहरु बिक्री गर्नको लागि चाहिँ व्यापारीहरु उनीहरुकै ठाउँमा आएर चाहिँ ग्रेड अनुसारको चियाहरु चाहिँ खरिद गर्न सक्छन्
प्राविधिक रूपमा चाहिँ चिया कसरी बनाउने चियाको गुणस्तर कसरी व्यवस्थापन गर्ने भन्ने कुराको जानकारी नराखिकन स्थापना भएका चिया उद्योगहरुको गुणस्तर हेर्दा त्यति राम्रो देखिदैन
It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
The question is, what is your take on Kathmandu Metropolis' efforts of earning interest through budget money? Your options are A, apathy towards development, B, illegal, and C, commission game. The voting is on. You can type any WS, select your option A, B, or C, and then send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 a.m. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day ahead.